We are ready to enter Lane Stadium in Blacksburg, Virginia. It's the Stanford Cardinal and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We'll say hello to Holly.
It's the best entrance in college football, particularly at night. Virginia Tech, Sandman, here we go. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Hokies headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Stanford's offense to go on the attack first. As we take a look at Michael Ford, who will be a big-time part of this running attack. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball. Got a man. It's Blackburn. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Stanford could choose to go for it all here on 2nd and inches. Wants to throw. It's Warren. Grab near the marker. It's Blackburn. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Trying play action. Wide open downfield. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. There is a man still down. It's a Hokie, and they'll stop play to check on him. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hokies offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. The man who will run the offense is Ethan Bruckmeyer. A rough day last time out. 3 interceptions matched with 3 sacks. They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking for room. It's Hawkins. There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Here comes the heat. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Warren. Makes a catch. Touchdown, Stanford! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that is an obvious personal foul. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
With the catch, it's Green. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and complete.
Maybe a crease. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. And this defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. All they need is 1 yard, and they got nothing on the last play. Here's third down. They'll try to pound their way in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Hokies! It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
To attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The keeper on the option. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Dropping back, it's Warren. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Running inside. It's Ford. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to take a shot. Hauls it in down the sideline. Off to the races. Touchdown, Cardinal. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, making a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, and they blocked it. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front?
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Hokies will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. High and away, headed toward the sideline just the way he drew it up. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The run inside. It's 4. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Warren. Looking down the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for... Oh, he's got some space. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Going to the run, it's Hawkins. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Davis. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
A nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
They want to throw it. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add...
Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Running inside, it's Davis. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. That was about as exciting a first quarter as you could possibly have. Numbers are impressive as we look at the stats. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The run inside. It's Hawkins. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 of the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
He just wisely got rid of that when the worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Hokies! Buckle up, boys. I think more scores are coming.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in on the Stanford sideline. There is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. He'll pitch it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch? So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got his man across the middle. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 10, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Stanford! His huge game continues. 3rd time he's gotten pay dirt in this one, and numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Hawkins. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in on the Stanford sideline. They are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They'll run play action. Punts it out of the air. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Uncorks it. Got his man to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ford. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. First 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Fights off the defender. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Finds the option, he keeps it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
They go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your play.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Warren. Fires to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here.
He's loose. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Cardinal. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point was good. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
These guys aren't human, Amy. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
There's a crease. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, checking in on the Stanford sideline. The quarterback has done a terrific job here today, guys.
Rush coming in hot, and they've got him at the 29.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. They've got the 1st down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Running inside. It's Ford. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! He scores for the 5th time in this game.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13.
Offside, defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And we're about to get another look at this hooky offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pressure coming. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Oh, they're after him. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Looking for a deep man. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with a look at Rutgers taking on the number 5 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Huskers on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Back now to your game in Blacksburg. What can you say about this playmaking receiver that's not abundantly clear? More than 100 yards in the first half. He's totally taken over this game. His team has the lead, and he's improving his draft stock as we speak. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Lane Stadium.
Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
So now it's second and long. On the run, it's Hawkins.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. To the air, it's Warren. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the big fella. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
And that's really the sign of a tight end that's elite. But when you start recruiting these guys, man, can you make the first guy miss? That's what makes a tight end go from really, really good to elite. And he does a great job breaking the tackle and then starts chewing up yards after the catch. That's exactly what you want from a great tight end.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Virginia Tech sideline, I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point. Turning it over on that last drive, it could get out of hand if they don't make something happen right now. You see the coaches and players coming together to try to get that momentum back. I'll keep you posted on if that swings here in their favor. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
He'll throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Warren. Nice move to pick up yardage. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. New set of downs after the completion. Keeps it on the bootleg. Zings it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking.
There's some room. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that is just what you want. You get a first-and-goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Never getting stopped on that second down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! And the route is on. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
It started with their offense. They put them in a bye, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this 3rd quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented.
Finding some room. Makes it past the marker. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Overton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Rush is on him. He's knocked down. Short gain. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. To the air. It's Ryan. Under fire. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Hokies want to move quickly. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Overton. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their 1st. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Touchdown, Hokies! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Getting aggressive here and going for two.
Flip, flip, flip. 360 hut.
Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Ryan. And he snatches it and comes down in the end zone for the two. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeps it on the draw. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Got room to work. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got an open man. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman trophy.
Got a little grass. Got enough for the first. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Stanford at the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Warren. Working that wide receiver screen. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Makes the grab. And they've converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Just keeps swinging it. Unloads to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And this one is perfect. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Overton. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll try to run for it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, I'm fine with you.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Ryan. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Pulls it in easily enough for the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Hokies have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Overton. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to...
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Takes it the other way. Smashes ahead.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. The short hands, it's Blackburn. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Finds his tight end. Turning it on! And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continues.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Red pass, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a man, it's Warren. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Dead center perfect. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Offside, defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 13, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Bringing the heat. Rolling right and going deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions. He's brought down, couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to pass, it's Warren. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Splits the uprights. It's good. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. On the move at the 30. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now everybody else has to adjust. And some people have to leave coverage, and he goes and he starts going towards his right. Nice job by the receiver finding some space towards the sidelines. They get the completion and make the play.
The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's 4th. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The give to the back. Might have a chance. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Stanford fresh off that big run, going back to work. They'll run it in the red zone. It's 4th. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least.